everyone, welcome back for another video. If you hadn't guessed from the title, this is an empties video and I've seriously got a lot of empties sitting next to me on this bed. I've been meaning to film this video for ages, so if I think it's going to be a super long one then I'll probably split it into two. But I just really love these videos and I don't think many people do them anymore. It's all well and good me showing you things that I've bought in hauls or showing you what's in subscription boxes and stuff, but if you don't get to then hear what I think about them when the product is finished, then what's the point? You don't know whether they're any good or not. So I've saved up loads of empties, loads of products that I've used, and I'm going to go through skincare and makeup first, and then I'll do hair care and body care as well. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff over here. I'm going to start with my favourite thing of all, masks, sheet masks. So I've got loads, absolutely loads of sheet masks. I'm going to start off with the eye ones first because there's only a couple of those, I think. Yeah, I've got two under eye patch masks which I tried. This was the Patchology Flash Patch Illuminating Eye Gels and the, I can't remember where I got these from now, maybe from Latest in Beauty. And then these ones, the Gatineau Collagen Expert Smoothing Eye Pads. I picked those up on Feel Unique sample service and I was impressed with both of them, to be fair. These ones I had high hopes for because they were super expensive to buy. And Patchology, I'd had some before, not this variant but another variant, and wasn't overly impressed with. But these I felt did a pretty good job, as did these. I mean, they are, we all know that it's not going to really reverse any under eye damage that you've got. It's not going to magically erase your fine lines and wrinkles or get rid of those massive under eye bags or permanently reduce all your dark circles. But if you're looking for a temporary fix, especially before a night out or an event or something, then yeah, I was pretty pleased with both of these. Would repurchase either of those again. And just so that you know, I'm not just randomly throwing things on the floor. I do have a bin and a recycling bin there, so once everything's out of my empties box I can shove them in there. Right, face masks now. I haven't been doing as many face masks as usual. Shock, shock, horror, because I am a face mask addict. But these are a few that I've picked up and collected recently, which I've done. I picked this one up, this PS After Sun one from Primark in the sale, and it was 50p, and I took it on holiday with me. And it was a cooling aloe vera 2-part gel mask. So it was basically a mask for your face and then a mask for your décolletage as well, which I thought was really good. Really interesting idea, especially as it's like an after sun product. So yeah, it was nice. It was very cold, very refreshing. Whether it actually did anything, I don't know. I mean, it's got aloe vera in. I suppose it was very similar to putting on After Sun, aloe vera After Sun. But yeah, it was nice. And for 50p, it was an absolute bargain. Would repurchase again in the summer. This is a BioCell one. This is an anti-aging face mask which was sent to me by BioCell for free. I entered a competition. I think they were doing a giveaway on one of their, either their Facebook or their Instagram page, and I just dropped a comment and got picked. I think they selected about 50 people to receive one. I have had BioCell products before and they've always been pretty good, so I tried this. Did I think it made a massive difference to my face? Honestly, probably not, but again, temporary effect was pretty good. It was nice in a face mask. Probably wouldn't repurchase though, as I don't think they're the cheapest ones out there. I've then got this Solista Beauty Charcoal Detox Instant Facial. This, I think, was in a beauty subscription box, possibly a Latest in Beauty. I wasn't impressed, I'll be honest. Didn't think much of it at all. It's meant to be like a charcoal detox, but I think if you want any sort of detoxifying effect on your skin, it needs to be either a clay mask or a peel off mask even, but I didn't feel like a sheet mask with this sort of pull did anything really for my face. It's meant to free skin from toxins and impurities, deep cleanse and hydrate. It was hydrating. It's meant to help refine skin and minimise pore size, which I don't think I saw much difference. So yeah, not a fan. Didn't really do anything for me, so wouldn't repurchase that one. I've got a couple from Vitamasks. So back in August, when it was my birthday, they sent me a code for a discount on their face mask, so I picked myself up some, And I have to say, absolutely love Vitamasks. They are really, really good sheet masks. Love them. This one was the Bamboo Charcoal Detoxifying and Pore Tightening. Again, didn't do a great deal. I definitely did feel some pore tightening with this one. But as for whether it actually detoxified your skin, I don't know whether that does in a sheet mask. But it was a nice sheet mask. This one, however, was lovely. This was the Jade Sheet Mask Balance, Mind and Soothe Skin. And yeah, it's more like an aromatherapy mask. So it's meant to, the scents and things that they've used in it is meant to help to soothe and calm the mind whilst obviously doing good for your skin. Yeah, what I loved about these were that they're vegan friendly, they're mineral oil free, they're I'm not going to be able to say this word. Phthalate, I don't think I've said that properly, and sulfates free, and they're animal cruelty free. So that is a good thing about Vitamasks. They're obviously Korean, so we all know that K-Beauty is amazing skincare wise. So yeah, I just really enjoyed those. Really like the Vitamasks. Will definitely be repurchasing more Vitamasks in the future. I then used this pumpkin mask. I think this was probably back in October. This I've definitely got from a Mask Time subscription box at some point, and this was meant to be revitalizing, and it was meant to make your skin smooth and more elastic. It was okay. I think the pumpkin thing was a bit seasonal and gimmicky. I don't think it was brilliant, but it was okay. Again, the same for this one. This was a peel off facial mask. What was good about this one was it was like a dual effect, and I think this was a birthday present. So you got a gel cleanser to use first, and then you peel off mask. It just seems to take forever to dry, and this is my problem with peel off masks all of the time, is that if they take too long to dry, I keep messing with them and then I end up with it all over the place. But it was okay. It was pretty good. It smelled all right. It was like lemony cucumber, so quite fresh. There was plenty of mask in there, plenty to do my full face, and yeah, it was okay. But peel off mask's not my favourite, so I'm not sure I'll buy that again. Then I got this one in a glossy box recently. I think it was when I got the special glossy box deal that they were doing on Black Friday, I think. And this was the Candy Skin Workout in a Mask, and it tells me absolutely nothing about this mask on the packet, which is disappointing to start off with. But then when I read up on it online, it's meant to tone your skin. It definitely does that. Afterwards, my skin, I could see a noticeable difference with the fine lines, especially on my forehead, and my skin did feel tauter. However, my skin also felt so tacky, and I just didn't enjoy the feel of it afterwards for ages. It took ages for the product, the serum, to sort of go into my skin, and I feel like that's the whole point of doing these face masks, is that you want the product to get into your skin, and it just felt tacky and weird for ages. Once I'd let it settle and then I put on my facial oil and my moisturisers as usual, then it was okay. But it definitely did what it said on the tin. It definitely tautened my skin. I'm sure just a temporary effect again. Probably wouldn't buy it again because I didn't enjoy the tackiness that I got for ages afterwards. And then last, I'm sure this is last in my face mask collection, was this one, which I picked up from the Body Shop. It's the Drops of Youth Concentrate Sheet Mask, and this is meant to deliver fresher, bouncier, healthier looking skin after instant hydration after 15 minutes. And this I picked up with my Body Shop birthday voucher, so it cost me absolutely nothing, but is usually £5, I think. And this was lovely. You're meant to follow it up with the Youth Concentrate, which I obviously don't have, and it's quite pricey, but would be tempted to buy because these Drops of Youth's products are really, really good. I really enjoy them. This was a lovely mask, but £5 for one mask is a little bit pricey. So if it was a special occasion, or again when I get my next birthday voucher from the Body Shop, maybe I'll pick another one of those up. But I do really like that product. I'll go on to serums next because I haven't got many serums. I picked up this on the Feel Unique website, which I thought was great. You got 8 days, so you basically got did you get 2 sachets per day, or did you just get 8 sachets? I can't remember now. But this was the Hyalur B5 serum from La Roche-Posay, and it came in this big massive thing, and you got all your samples there to try. and it's meant to smooth, repair and replump. Intensely hydrating serum that is clinically proven to replump skin and accelerate skin repair. And I think most people really loved it if they'd got really dry and irritated skin and sensitive skin. I just didn't get along with it, which was really disappointing. And I actually stopped using them. I didn't use them all because I just didn't like how it sat on my skin. I didn't feel like it was doing anything for my skin, and yeah, just didn't enjoy the consistency of it at all. So not a fan, not for me at all. Maybe if you have got sort of more eczema prone skin, or you suffer with very dry, irritated, red skin, then the little write-ups in here, people are saying that this was amazing for them. So maybe my skin just wasn't suitable for this. But yeah, I didn't really enjoy that one at all. One that I did really enjoy though was this one from Shiseido, the Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate, which I picked up in one of my latest in beauty boxes as their hero product. It is tiny, but it lasted ages. We only got 10ml, but you only needed a tiny amount, and oh my god, this stuff was good. This made my skin feel incredible, and if it wasn't so darn expensive, I would go out and repurchase it in a heartbeat. I can see why it's so expensive, because I really felt like it did something to my skin. I really felt like it nourished my skin and that I could see a difference. Whether that was just me, but I really enjoyed using it. So this one, if you are not on a budget, then this is really good. Shiseido's Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate. Highly recommend. Oh, that was so good. And then I picked up this. I think this might have been on the Feel Unique sample service as well. This is the Kiehl's Powerful Strength Lime Reducing Concentrate with 12.5% vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. It was only a 1.5ml sample, so I only got a couple of uses out of it. I think 2 uses, and to be honest, wasn't blown away. But then it's hard to be blown away with only a couple of uses in like a sachet like this. It has to be amazing from the get-go, which the Shiseido one was. So yeah, wasn't overly impressed. Maybe if I got a bigger sample and I could use for a week or something, I'd notice a difference. But yeah, wasn't overly fussed with that one. What have we got next? I'll move on to eye creams next. So I've got 3 to show you. I had the It's Potent Eye Cream from Benefit in the Feel Unique sample service. Not a fan. Didn't do anything for me at all. Had really high hopes. It is meant to be a brightening eye cream to fade dark circles. Yeah, it probably did fade the dark circles a little bit. But it also says that it helps to smooth fine lines, and I didn't feel like it did anything for the lines around my eyes at all. So I'm glad I tried this, because this is something that I'd been eyeing up on the Benefit counter and been tempted to buy. So I'm super glad that I picked up the sample first, because it's not one that I would buy. Another one that I would never buy is this, which is the Balance Me Wonder Eye Cream. I can't remember where I got this from, whether it was in a subscription box or whether I got it in a giveaway or something. But I had high hopes for it because it's natural skincare. It's 99% natural. It lasted forever, to be fair. It was only a 10ml sample and it took me forever to use it, and I was determined to use it all up. But I really feel like it did absolutely nothing for my under eye area. Nothing at all. Don't think it made a blind bit of difference. So I definitely wouldn't repurchase that one either. And then I got this little sample from Emma.Latham Midas Touch Revitalising Eye Serum, which was only, again, 1ml. And this was a Feel Unique sample as well. This I really wanted to try because I've heard such good things about Emma.Latham. It's British, it's made in Britain, it's cruelty free. But again, I don't think there was enough for me to really tell whether it made a difference or not. I would be tempted to get it again and maybe get a couple of samples stacked up and then properly use it over a week and maybe see if there was a difference. But I did enjoy this one. It did go on nicely. I did feel like it sunk into my skin really well. I just don't think there was enough for me to make a decision as to whether I would pay that sort of money for that eye cream. So no killer eye creams. I'm still on the hunt for that amazing eye cream, guys. So if you've got any suggestions for eye creams that you think I should try, I really suffer. I've got like puffy under eye areas, they're dark circles, and I've got fine lines. So I just need something that does everything, which is what I struggle with. What have we got next? I don't think I've got many cleansers, so I'll go through my cleansers next. I've got loads of cleansers on the go, so I'm trying to get through some. So in my next empty, there'll definitely be more cleansers. I got this, I can't even remember what it's called now. It was like a charcoal soap exfoliating brick thing. I don't know. I think I got it in a pink parcel, like limited edition bag, and I think it was in there. So if you go back and check out that video, which was ages ago, I think it was in there. But it's basically like an exfoliating charcoal sponge. And I kept this for ages and kept using it, and it was just horrendous. I hated it. It was too rough on my skin. I really wanted to like it, and I've really battled on, and I have used quite a lot, because when you get it, it does just look like a soap. I think you can see more there where it's like really soap-like. And then as you use it, you get more to this like exfoliating pad. But this just felt like using like a washing up pad on my face. It was just far too harsh for me. Maybe if you're super oily, or you have a lot of trouble with maybe really dry patches on your skin, maybe this would work for you. But I just hated it. It just absolutely did nothing for me at all, and I kept battling on and trying to use it, because I hate wasting products and throwing things away. But yeah, just I'm so glad to put that in the bin, because that was just horrendous. Then I got this sample, which again was from Feel Unique. It's an Elemis Pro Collagen Rose Cleansing Balm. I have the original. I have a little tiny sample, which I think I picked up from, where did I get that from? From Latest in Beauty. I think it was one of the first products that I got Latest in Beauty for, was to get the original Elemis Cleansing Balm. And this is the rose scented one. Now, I love rose scented products, and I really find them soothing and calming on my skin. So I really enjoyed this, and wish I could afford to buy the full size Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balms. Any of them. They do so many now. They do loads of different scents and things, but this is so good. It just melts off your makeup. It leaves your skin feeling soft and smooth and nourished. Oh, it's just amazing stuff. So if you do get the chance to try an Elemis cleansing balm, I would highly recommend it. One of my favourite cleansers. And then we've got some moisturisers. So I got the Clinique Moisture Surge. This definitely came from Feel Unique. This was really nice. Really loved this. Wasn't sure I was going to. It is quite strange. It is more like a gel than a sort of moisturising cream. I only used it in the mornings. I didn't use it as part of my evening routine, but it's meant to have 72 hours auto-replenishing hydration, which sounds crazy, but really liked this. I would like to get more of this, because I just felt like in the morning it was refreshing. You didn't need much at all. It sunk into my skin really quickly and was a really nice base for makeup as well. So highly recommend that one, and I might be looking out to see if I can get that on a deal when I do need a new moisturiser, because that was lovely. Also lovely, again, this was another sample from Shiseido, which I think I just got from Shiseido. I requested some samples and they sent me this one through. And this is the Wrinkle Smoothing Day Emulsion. And it's got SPF 20 in, which I always like with moisturisers, because then that's just an extra protection. And this was really nice. I really love Shiseido products. I wish I was rich, that I could win the lottery and use this stuff on my face all the time, but I'm not. So I will pick up samples from them whenever I can, because they are lovely products. So if money's no option, definitely go for those. Night creams, I've got this one from eCooking, which is vegan. So if you're a vegan and you're looking for a decent night cream, I would really recommend this one. I loved that it came in a little glass pot, and I think I'm going to keep this and reuse it maybe when I go on holiday and things, to just put whatever I'm using at the time in this little pot. This is just a night cream. It doesn't really tell you much on it, because it is quite a small little pot. How much did we get in there? 15 ml. But that lasted ages. It was super rich, really nourishing. It says helps visibly reduce fine lines. Whether it did or not, I'm not sure, but it did definitely nourish my skin and made it feel gorgeous. It smells really natural, so if that's your kind of thing, then yeah, I would really recommend the eCooking night cream. I'd be interested to try some more of their products actually, to see what they're like. And then we have got the Avant Deluxe Hyaluronic Acid Vivifying Face and Eye Night Cream. This was 50 ml, and this was from Glossybox. I want to say the end of 2018. It's took me ages to use this, because again, you didn't need very much at all. This is super expensive. I want to say it's nearly £100 for this 50ml tube. And I can totally see why. It is worth it. Well, not worth it because it's super expensive for a cream, but it was a lovely, really nice night cream and I really loved it. I wouldn't say the same for all Avant products. I've got an Avant primer, not a fan. But this was amazing. Really, really loved it. It's got shea butter, hyaluronic vitamin B3, seawater, sweet almond. And it just left the skin feeling really smooth and nourished without feeling greasy. It was lovely. Woke up with lovely, soft, smooth skin every morning. So yeah, I really loved that. Won't be repurchasing it because it's way out of my price range. And then the last... Was this a face one? Or a body one? Oh no, it's face. So this is a Clarins Fresh Scrub, which I think when it first came out, Clarins sent me a tester of this to try. And this was just 5ml and it's just a refreshing cream scrub with natural beads for your face. I'm trying to get away from these sort of physically exfoliating scrubs on my face because I just don't think they suit me very well. This was okay, but again, I just don't enjoy that proper abrasive scrub on my face. I love it for my body. I use body scrubs all the time, but I just think my face is a bit too sensitive for it. So yeah, this one wasn't for me and I wouldn't repurchase that. And I'm trying to avoid any sort of really scrubby face washes or exfoliants because it's just not my bag, shall we say. Last thing for your face then was this, which I picked up from Feel Unique as well, and this is the La Roche-Posay 50+ Invisible Ultra Resistant Fluid, which is a sunscreen. Really loved this. It was really, really good. I like wearing Factor 50 because I'm pasty and I do not suntan. I don't tan, I don't sit and sunbathe. And protecting your skin, especially facial skin, is really important. So yeah, I really wanted to try this because I'd heard great things about it. And I did enjoy it. It was nice, it was mattifying, didn't leave my face greasy. However, I probably won't repurchase because, again, I think it's out of my price range. I really want to try the Body Shop Factor 50 Skin Defense. So if anyone's tried that, let me know what you think in the comments below. Or if you've got any recommendations for a facial sunscreen that you use. I prefer mattifying ones. Anything that leaves my skin greasy looking, I'm not into for sunscreen on my face. I want one that leaves it matte. So yeah, any recommendations would be really appreciated. So that was good and I would buy it if it was cheaper. And then I've got a few little makeup bits. I've got one little tester perfume, which I have no idea where I got from. I get these all the time. This is L'Interdit from Givenchy, and this smells beautiful. I think I've got another sample of this. There's definitely nothing left. I tend to just chuck these in my handbag, and then when I feel like I need a refresh, I will spray these on. But this is really nice. I mean, it depends what your sort of fragrance preference is. Try and explain what it smells like, but I'm terrible with scents. I tend to like either very deep evening-y perfumes or in summer fresh and floral. And I would say this is more of one that I would wear for an evening or in winter, but really liked that one, so I would buy that perfume or ask for someone to buy it for me. Next up, I haven't used all of this and it's going in the bin because it's been in my makeup bag forever and I just don't think that banana powder is for me. I think this was from a glossy box some time ago and it's banana setting powder and I have no idea who it's by. It's just too yellow. I don't know who uses banana powder. It just doesn't suit me at all. And baking is not for me because I'm too old, I think. Anyone over a certain age who's getting lines and wrinkles, I don't think you can bake. So maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just rubbish at it and I'm not doing it right. But yeah, this is going in the bin. I wouldn't buy it for myself. Maybe if you're really young and youthful, you can get away with banana setting powder. But there was a massive hype over it, wasn't there, a while ago. But that's just been sat in the bottom of my makeup bag forever. And then I have got a couple of things from Aldi's Lacura range. So I've got the Colour Correction Cream, the CC Cream for light skin tones. And I've got the Lacura Concealer Pen. So this is meant to be a dupe of the YSL Touche Éclat. and it is very similar packaging, obviously with it being gold and shiny, and then the nib is just like a little brush, and I absolutely love this. Cannot recommend it enough. Really love it. Under my eyes, it's quite light, as in consistency, not colour. You can get different colours in this, but it's quite a light consistency, and so I feel like it brightens my under eye and helps to hide some of the under eye bag without creasing too much. Anything too heavy under my eye just doesn't work. So loads of people rave about the Collection 2000, and I've got that, and I've still got some to use because I just find it's too heavy under my eyes personally. So I absolutely love that. I'm not a massive makeup wearer either. Maybe if I wore foundation and sort of higher coverage makeup, maybe I could get away with like a Collection under eye concealer, but this just works really well for me. If you're looking for something light, I would highly recommend. And the Aldi makeup is so cheap. And then this, have no idea what this is meant to be a dupe of, but I really like it. It gives me a little bit of coverage without being too heavy. It's also got SPF 15 in, which is great if I ever forget to put on sunscreen. At least I've got a little bit of protection in there. And I don't know what else to say about it. I just really like it. What shade did I get this? I don't know whether it's got the shade on it because I just throw the boxes away. It just says light skin tone, so there's one for like light and dark, I'm not sure. But it works pretty well for me. And it's meant to have like anti-aging treatments as well as like makeup, which is a CC cream, BB cream thing, isn't it? That they're skincare and makeup, and I really like that. So yeah, I would, if you haven't tried the Aldi Lacura products, when they have a beauty event on, I would highly recommend that you do. They're not all great, but there are some really good products in there. And I will be doing a video on some of the Aldi products that I've tried coming shortly. So stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button and the notification bell next to it, so you'll be alerted when I've done that video. But yeah, I do really like quite a lot of the Lacura products. Next up, I've got a NARS blush. This was disappointing to say the least, generally because of the size. I got it from the Feel Unique sample service, and I know this is a sample card, so I shouldn't be surprised. But I was expecting, they did a NARS bronzer a while ago, and it was like a little mini bronzer in a little plastic box, more like an individual eyeshadow, and that's what I was expecting this to be. So when it came and it was like this, I was like, ugh, that's not what I wanted. However, I got about a week's worth of use from this, and it's their iconic blush in the Orgasm shade, which everyone raves about, and I just thought was okay. It's got flecks of gold in it. You can't see there because it's obviously all worn away. I've used literally every last bit, but it's got a goldy sheen to it. Now, I like to have just a matte blush, and then I add my sheen with my highlight on my cheekbones where I want my sheen. I don't necessarily want my sheen all over, although I have got another blush now which is very similar to this, which I think might be from Sleek, and has that very gold glitter through it as well. So not a fan. I definitely wouldn't pay NARS prices for a NARS Orgasm blush, just not for me. If you like something more shimmery and glittery, then this would be for you. It was a nice colour. The pinky colour of it was nice. Wasn't a fan of the goldy glittery colour. And I forgot one skincare item, which I'll show you now. It is the Rodial Dragon's Blood Hyaluronic Tonic, which is like a little spray toner. No idea where this came from. I'm presuming a subscription box of some kind at some point. This was lovely. Really, really enjoyed it. I love a spray toner. So yeah, I enjoyed this one and just felt like it definitely felt hydrating and nourishing on my skin, as well as refreshing, which is what I like about a spray toner. Nice and refreshing. Yeah, I would definitely repurchase this. It's probably out of my price range, but I would definitely repurchase. So yeah, I'm always on the lookout for dupes of these higher end products so that I can save some pennies, especially this year. As you will know if you watch my 2020 sort of goals and achievable goals for the year. Spending less and saving more is one of those goals. So there will definitely be more of these empty videos because I will be buying less. So I've got to use the products that I've got. So things that I've already started won't get forgotten about. They will all get used and put into an empties video. And this is part 1 because it's taken me forever to just go through my skincare and makeup. So if you're interested in hair care especially, or body care, then don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell, and then you'll be notified when part 2 goes up of my empties video. And I promise to do them more regularly so that we don't end up with this part 1, part 2 fiasco. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And like I've already said several times, subscribe if you're not already. I'd really appreciate it if you did that. And I will see you for the next one. Bye.